Dubai, annual nationwide pro-government rallies were held in Iran on Saturday to mark the end of the unrest that shook the country in 2009, state media reported, a day after price protests turned political in a dozen cities. State television showed a rally in the capital Tehran and marchers carrying banners in support of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khomeini in Mashhad, Iran's second largest city. Be the first to know, join our Facebook page. Function, D, S, ID, var JS, FJS equal D get elements batag name, S, 0, if, D get element bead, ID, return, JS equal D creatilement, S, JS.ID equal ID, JSSRC equal / connect facebook.net/n_us/all JS number XFBML equal 1 and app ID equal 1634148068997, FJS parent node insert before, JS, FJS, document, script, Facebook JS SDK. Pro-government rallies were scheduled in more than 1,200 cities and towns, state television said. Events held annually to mark the end of months of street protests which followed Mahmoud Ahmadinejad's re-election as president in 2009. At the same time, social media postings said a third day of protests broke out in cities including Tehran, Shar-e-Khord, and Kermanshah, where a video showed dozens of protesters booing after police announced on a loudspeaker that any gathering would be illegal. The footage could not be authenticated. The semi-official news agency Fars said up to 70 students gathered in front of Tehran University and hurled rocks at police. A social media video showed them chanting "Death to the dictator," in an apparent reference to Khomeini. There is discontent over unemployment, rising prices, and alleged corruption. The protests have also turned political over issues including the Islamic Republic's involvement in regional conflicts such as those in Syria and Iraq. Unemployment has risen and annual inflation is running at about 8%, with shortages of some foods also leading to higher prices. Interior Minister Abdolreza Rahmani Fajli issued a warning against promoting protests online. "We ask people not to take part in unlawful gatherings. If they plan a gathering, they should apply for a permit, and it will be examined," Rahmani Fajli told the Young Journalists Club news website on Thursday. Hundreds of people took to the streets in Mashhad to protest against high prices and shouted anti-government slogans. Police arrested 52 people, according to a judicial official. The United States condemned the arrests, with President Donald Trump tweeting, "Iranian government should respect their people's rights, including right to express themselves. The world is watching." Many reports of peaceful protests by Iranian citizens fed up with regime's corruption and its squandering of the nation's wealth to fund terrorism abroad. Iranian government should respect their people's rights, including right to express themselves. The world is watching. Number Iran protests. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, December 30, 2017. The outbreak of unrest reflects growing discontent over rising prices and alleged corruption, as well as concern about the Islamic Republic's costly involvement in regional conflicts such as those in Syria and Iraq. The Revolutionary Guards, which along with its Basij militia spearheaded a crackdown against protesters in 2009, said in a statement carried by state media that there were efforts to repeat that year's unrest, but added, "The Iranian nation will not allow the country to be hurt." State television said rallies were scheduled to be held in more than 1,200 cities and towns on Saturday. The events have been held annually since 2009. Openly political protests are rare in Iran, where security services are omnipresent. The last outbreak of significant unrest occurred in 2009 when Mahmoud Ahmadinejad's re-election as president ignited 8 months of street protests.